right. This is going to be a general reading and also a timeless reading. So whenever you come across this, we are going to be picking cards for pile 1, 2, and 3. And I'm going to flip these over for you to pick from in a minute. Let's get the cards to go with them. We will be working with the element of water today. So give me a card for pile 1, please. I'm feeling this one. Card for pile 2. And a card for pile 3. I think it's this one. Yeah. All right. And our next, give me a card for pile 1. This one. Pile 2. This one and pile 3. Feel this one. And these some big, beautiful cards here. Pile 1. Oh, these are really big. I think this one's 1. Go it this way and see which ones I'm drawn to. This is 2. No. And this is 3. Get some from our tarot deck, and if we need to pull more, we will. Okay, pile 1. I think both of those should go with pile 2. Pile 3. Let's get another one for pile 1. Pile 2. And this will be pile 3. I mean pile 1. Pile 2. And pile 3. I think that's where it's supposed to go. We will draw more if we need to. So let's flip over what you should be pick from, whatever your intuition draws you to. Okay, we have pile 1, truth. Pile 2 is waiting. And pile 3 is inner knowledge. So pause the video for a moment if you need a moment to decide. Usually I would say go with what you are first drawn to, or maybe you're drawn to more than one, and that is okay. You can watch both of them. All right, so we are going to move pile 3 and pile 2, and we're going to do the reading for pile 1, which our card is going to be, our reading is going to be about truth. And she is zoning in on the truth. This is all about your intuition. This is the element of water reading, and this is about emotions, a lot of emotions, and truth, seeing the truth. And let's look at your other cards. Let's look at them, and then we will look at your tarot cards. The first one we have is deep sea diving. Way of the mystic, learn through experience, depths. Okay, this is going to be going down deep to find out the truth, and learning through experience. So I feel like this is something that maybe you have experienced before or been through before in the past, and you've got that little bit of intuition coming through, and you know that you need to find out what is going on. You need to find the truth, and you're going to have to dive deep to do that. And you're going to have a little bit of mystic in you. And here we have the sailor. The sailor. This is new influences and wanderlust. So finding out the truth. You're diving deep. We've got some fish down here, which is new influences. Maybe you jumped out of your comfort zone in the boat and you're diving deep, and you meet some new people, some new influences that maybe are going to have you seeing a different perspective on things, seeing the truth, or finding out things that that you didn't know, or bringing something to your attention. Okay, so that goes well with that. And then we have setting up perimeters. Setting up perimeters. So we have access your relationships and determine how they are aligned with your goals. Setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationships. So this trust issue is going to have something to do with diving deep, meeting new people, meeting new influences, and setting up your perimeters, setting up boundaries. This looks like a little piranha fish. It has teeth, so you may have to give a little bite back when you're setting up your boundaries and protecting your space, and evaluating your present relationships. And it's talking about honesty in this card also, which is all about truth. Pull it down so you can see. Okay, and they're diving down deep, meeting these new people, diving here, setting up your perimeters as a little piranha fish. You may have to bite some people out, and let's see what our tarot cards are telling us. Okay, absolutely here. We have the trident. The trident that I think it's Poseidon. It's usually hold up. This is the Hanged Man, which it's turned down, which is totally going with everything here. So this is looking at things from a different perspective. This is taking a pause and taking a pause and evaluating what is going on. This is the Hanged Man card. This is usually not a comfortable position. It's a little bit of surrendering yourself to find out the truth, to realize the truth, that maybe the relationships that you are in are not what you thought they were, and then setting up boundaries to protect your energy, to protect your space. And the next card that we have, I'm going to put that up here. We have the Nine of Wands and the Star. Okay, so I feel like when you're working at setting up your boundaries like the piranha fish. The Nine of Wands is sort of like the wounded warrior. I feel like you've been going through a lot in some of the relationships that you're in, or the group that you're in, or it could be family, it could be your work environment, it could be a friend group. You've been hurt. The Nine of Wands is about protecting your boundaries. It's about setting up your boundaries and protecting your boundaries. So this card absolutely is in sync with everything else. All the scopes are pointing up toward the sun. So once you get your boundaries set up, they all point toward the sun, and the light is going to shine down. It's going to shine down on the truth. It's going to expose the darkness and what is not true. And it's going to help you to know, as the sailor, when you dive deep, meet these new people, meet your new, you need a group of people that, a group of people that are more like people that you can trust, more like family, more like your community. I'm feeling like the group that you're in now is not that. And our last card is the Star card. So this new community is going to be like, this is your hope. You have hope. This is going to be your treasure. Everybody that goes, all these pirates or these ships that are going out and looking for treasure, this is the Star card. So if you listen to your intuition, you dive deep, you set your boundaries. If this resonates with you, you look at things from a different perspective when you dive down and you meet new people. And you may have to give a little bit of bite with this piranha here, setting up your perimeters for your safe space, for your energy that is not pulling you back, that is not just giving you all these bad emotions. You want to have good emotions. So you will find the treasure, and the treasure will be with your community here. So that is a good reading. Click on the double click and tap it in, like, share, and follow. Comment if this resonates. Take what resonates, and as always, leave what doesn't. And that's the number one pile for truth. Okay, so we will set it aside, and we are going to do our number 2 pile now. So if you chose number 2, we have the waiting card. So we have the mermaid, the mergirl, the mer lady, sitting on this cliff, and she's waiting for something. So let's look at the rest of the cards. Put her up here, and let's look at the rest of the cards and see what else we have going on. Okay, we have beneath the surface. What's really driving you? What is your true motives? And are you breaking free? So you're waiting for something. You're waiting for something. Something's driving you, but maybe you're afraid to come off the cliff and to go beneath the surface to find what it is. You're on the cliff now. You're waiting for this to happen, and you're wanting to break free. And I feel there's a little bit of fear here, a little bit of, there's a little bit of something that's keeping you from jumping in beneath the surface to break free. This one reminds me of the Fool card in tarot, where you just kind of, when you're on the cliff and you're getting ready to go over, and you don't know what's going to happen because there's always fear of the unknown, but then you don't want to sit there and wait. Just sit there and wait. All right, let's see what our next card is. Oh, we have the Thief. Okay. So with the Thief here, seizing the moment, selfishness. Okay, we have the Thief here. It looks like it's trying to take some treasures. We'll have to look at the other cards. I'm not sure if this is referencing you. This is a general reading, so it could be referencing you, or it could be referencing somebody that you know that is trying to steal your joy and are being very selfish to you. So let's put that there and see what else that we have. We have polite declaration. Okay, we have the Thief, and then we have polite declaration. You can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goals. It's time for you to get out there, claim what is yours, and stay in your power. Okay, this makes a lot of sense now. It's telling you that you can do this politely. It's something that you feel like that is owed to you, that is yours. It's telling you not to wait. It's telling you you need to know which direction that you need to go to accomplish your goals, and your goals is to dive beneath the surface, and you want to break free from whatever it is that you feel like is keeping you on the cliff. It's time for you to get out there. It's time for you to jump, which totally reminds me of the Fool card. Claim what is yours. And I feel like this is yours. You need to seize the moment. Selfishness is the other side of the card. I don't feel like you're being selfish at all. I feel like you need to seize the moment here. So let's put this card here. And so we need to make a move. We need to make an action. We need to stop waiting. We need to go beneath the surface. And we can do this politely. You may need to talk to somebody and be like, hey, it's been fun, but it's time for me to go do my dreams. I need to dive beneath the surface. I need to seize the moment, and I need to get out there and claim what is mine, because it is yours. And we have the Tower moment. When we make this polite declaration, some things are going to come crumbling down a little bit. Everybody's not going to be happy about this, but you're going to be okay. Sometimes things have to crumble before they can be rebuilt. And I feel like this is something that you need to rebuild, because you've been sitting on this cliff for quite some time, and you've just been sitting there waiting, and you feel like the time is never right. I feel like that a lot of people feel like that they are going to hurt some people's feelings. They don't want to hurt anybody. So this happy little crab here says, make a polite declaration of what you're going to do. Tell them and be nice about it, but you're going to go and seize the moment. You're going to jump in and seize the moment. And everybody's not going to be happy about it. I don't feel this is a really heavy card in this reading. I don't have any other, there's no other bad cards around it. They're all good. It's just that somebody is not going to be happy about it. And for a little while, it's going to be a jolt, like a lightning bolt. It's going to be a jolt. And our next card is the Knight of Wands, which is of all the knights, this is the go-getter. He is, I'm trying to pull it up so you can see it better. He's standing on the edge of the boat, or he's standing on the edge of his ship, and he has got his telescope. Or maybe that's a lighthouse. I'm not sure what that is. But either way, he's standing there, and he's been, kind of like her sitting over there, except for he's got his telescope out. He's getting ready to make a move. The Knight of Wands is all about action. And he is getting ready to do something. He's very passionate. So you're very passionate about whatever it is that you feel like that is yours, that you want to go after. You're tired of sitting in the same spot that you've been in, trying to make everybody happy except yourself. So you need to make a polite declaration, be nice about it and let people know, but take action and take the energy of the Knight of Wands, take your telescope out, find whatever it is that it is that you're wanting to do. This could be several different things. It could be moving. It could have something to do with family. It could have something to do with job. There's a lot of emotions involved in this, since this is a water element based reading. So there's a lot of emotions based in this. But the Knight of Wands is the fire element. So he's very fiery and passionate. So you're very fiery and passionate about what you want to do. And you have got your scope out, and you are eyeing it, and you are going to go, I believe. And our last card is the Ten of Pentacles, which I love. So the Ten of Pentacles, if you take the steps to do what you want to do, the Ten of Pentacles is you have all these things in all these boats. And they're not things to choose from. These are going to be the things that you could accumulate. And they're all really good things. There's a little home there. There's an anchor. You've got the air element, the sword. Trying to see. There's a little ship in there. There's a compass to navigate. It looks like a little couple or a family. These are all things that you want. This is your treasure. This is what you are trying to seize. This is what you are claiming. Seize the moment. This is what you can seize. Now again, take what resonates and leave what does not. And that is the reading that I have for pile 2. So no more waiting. Seize the moment. Dive in beneath the surface. Take the energy of the Knight of Wands. Declare, claim, declare what you're going to do. Let people know. Don't just walk out and do it. Be kind. And you feel like this does belong to you. People are going to get upset, but that's okay. And you have everything that you need waiting here. This is going to be some sort of a legacy for your family, for you. These are different things that you want. This is everything that you want to jump off the cliff for, whatever's in those little boats. Okay? So, bye, pile 2. Peace out. And we're going to go to pile 3 now. And let's see what the reading is for pile number 3. So, if you chose pile number 3, we have inner knowledge here. So inner knowledge is this is our intuition. This is that little voice. This is that gut feeling that we get when you just know. And sometimes it's after something happens. You're like, man, I knew that. I wish I would have said something. So this is your, I would say this is your signal. This is your sign that to use that inner knowledge when it comes up, or if it's coming up now, use your intuition. There's something that you know, and we're going to find out more. Okay, the next card we have is Into the Unknown. So, into the unknown, underworld depth. So, you're going to have to go down deep. This person is going down in sort of a whirlwind in the water, sort of a cyclone. So, underworld depth, courage, and facing your fears. I feel like this reading is going to be about your intuition, using that inner knowledge, and facing fears of the unknown, which is always scary. Anything that is unknown is scary, right? Because you don't know. So let's see what your next card is. Okay, we have the Sleeper here. So we have cause and effect. Cause and effect, inner knowledge, into the unknown, and cause and effect. So whatever you do, whether you dive deep for that inner knowledge, it's going to there's going to be a cause and effect either way. There's going to be a cause and effect, but it's going to clarify things. To me, that almost looks like a third eye with the inner knowledge here. So the sleeper, it's an eye closed. You need to wake up. You need to wake up. You need to see. You need to have clarity. Let's put this one here. All right. What else do we have here? We have adrift in the shallow water. Take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. There's that word inner again. Inner knowing, inner peace. Take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. Notice the small things and appreciate them. Okay. So we have the inner knowing, the intuition, the sleeper. You need to open your eyes and see the clarity. There's something that you're not seeing, and you need to go into the unknown to see it. This is facing your fears. Facing your fears. And this is, you've been drifting in the shallow water. And you need to notice the small things around you. So there's going to be some signs, I think. Let's see what else we have here. We have a turtle, a sleeper, and into the unknown, into the unknown. Okay, so our next card is the Two of Swords. Like this is the cross, skull, and bones. We have our skull there. So the Two of Swords, there's a decision. There's a choice. There's a decision that you're having a really hard time making. You've kind of been sleeping on it over here. You don't want to see it. You kind of want to be dead to it. You don't want to know about it. You don't want to see it. You want to forget about it. But you're going to have to open your eye and dive deep to get that clarity. And it's also going to take noticing a lot of the small things that are happening around you. So there's a pretty big choice that you have been putting off that you're not wanting to make here. And then we have the Knight of Swords here, which the Knight of Swords, he's this is the one that really uses his intellect and really has to go out and fight for what he gets. He is the most, I wouldn't say ambitious, I would say the fighter. He's the fighter of all the knights. So he's got his sword and he's getting ready. He's got his eyes fixed, his face is fixed on whatever it is that he wants to go after. And so we have the energy of the Knight of Swords to make this decision. And then our last card here is we have the Justice card, which is, we've got the scales, the balance scales, the sign of Libra in the middle for justice. So I feel like there's some sort of, there's something that you're putting off, that you know deep down inside. You're keeping your eyes closed to it. You don't want to see it. You don't want to make the decision. But you need to dive deep here. You need to face your fears. And this is definitely not wanting to face your fears. You don't want to see it, but you need to come out. You need to come out fighting for this. And with the Justice card, this is the compass here. This is finding your true north, which is your truth. This is finding your truth. I do feel like we need to pull another card or two. I'm not sure which deck to pull from. I think I'll pull from our Mermaid deck again. What does pile 3 need to know? What does pile 3 need to know about this decision? This one here is going to jump out. So let's see. Healing. Okay. So there's some inner knowing of something that you know, and it's possibly gonna hurt you, or it's a past something that's hurt you. And this is, you're gonna have to go into the unknown. You're gonna have courage, like the Knight of Swords. He has courage. You're gonna have to face your fears and make a decision. This is something that you don't want to do, and you've been asleep. You've had your eyes closed to it and you haven't wanted to see it, but you need clarity. You need the clarity with the Two of Swords here. And you need to find your true north. You need to get your sword out. You need to go fight and find your true north to get the healing that you need. You're going to have to make a decision, I feel like, or you need to make a decision. You don't have to do anything, but not making a decision is also making a decision. It's just keeping your eyes closed to it. And like right now, you're just kind of drifting in the shallow water and you're not taking any action. You're not taking any action to do anything about what you know. So I definitely feel like you need to make a decision. You need to follow your truth, follow your true north. You may need to, have a little battle. Maybe it's within yourself. Maybe it's with somebody else. But at the end of it all, when you put in the work and you open your eyes and you acknowledge what's going on, and you make the decision, and you go into the unknown, you face your fears, you're going to have a lot of healing. There's going to be a lot of healing that's going to happen. And you're going to have people around you. You're going to have people around you to help you with that healing. They're going to acknowledge what you've done, and they are going to be there for you. This could be family. This could be your community. This could be your friends. But there's going to be some healing take place. You need to come out of the shallow waters, though, and dive deep. But you already know what to do. You have that inner knowing. It's just something that you've had your eyes closed to, and you know it's going to be a bit of a battle to find that truth, for that clarity over here. And then there's going to be healing. All right, my pile 3, that is good news. So peace out. Have a beautiful day. Like, share, and follow for more. Subscribe. And thank you guys.